Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for a spooky manga review. Welcome to my channel, guys. I don't usually do a lot of celebrations, but in behalf that I have time to do so and to plan, I decided to make this video for Halloween. There'll be other videos released on Halloween, but just for the heck of having a scary video release, this is my scary video. And to be honest, I already regret it. This manga is insane. Now, I'm not sure if there is an English name, so for now, this is the name I have. Tatsuhin Piero no Shitsumon. Obviously, I'm butchering the Japanese, so I do apologize to the entire country of Japan. But anyways, it is a mature content horror-based series, and it definitely... I'm in a pickle because I am a fan of horror, but the themes in this one were just a little bit too grotesque. So we'll just talk about it. Not before anything, though, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can find me on social media and other places in the description below. I do have quite a bit of manga chapter reviews and manga recommendations. So I'm going to start making videos like this one where they're more specific on themes. So if you do like videos like this one, let me know in the comment section and I will continue making videos like this one. So in my search of finding a horror series that I hadn't read, I found this one back in mid-October. As of right now, there's 10 chapters released on the place that I'm reading this one, and there could be more. Now it is placed as mature horror, mystery, and sign-in, which is again a little bit kind of hinting to that's going to be somewhat mature. We don't know exact year of where it takes, but essentially they hinted in the beginning of the chapter that there is such thing of like chips that everyone has that essentially identifies people, and this killer is cheating the system somehow because he's not being identified by any of the means. So basically, with the explanation of all this, they basically are saying that they live in a world where if you can't get away with it, then you are the perfect person to be a psychopath in. Because it seems like the detectives and police have become dependable of these devices that detects people, and they are less into the investigation game and more into just, oh, someone killed someone, the camera caught him, they got identified, and let's just go get them, right? And it makes sense. It makes sense. A lot of us, as technology increases, we become dependent of that technology. So they're in this world where this guy is killing people left and right. Now, we see our first suspects in chapter 1, and I already knew who was going to be the first one out. So here are our first suspects. I already knew who it was. It was the one boy who was very much wanting to still hang out. Like, he was very much like yeah, like we're friends and never betray each other, so on and so forth. And I'm like, okay, when someone says that, it's context clues. And yes, he is the first one. I think he separates and goes to the restroom, and in the restroom he gets caught by this killer clown. Now he runs away with him, goes into this, like, I guess, abandoned motel or whatever it is, and this is where it gets pretty dark. Now again, never betray my friends, context clues. I knew they were. The clown, essentially, the kid knows that this clown is bad news. So he's using the fear that the kid already has against him, and essentially he makes them spill the names and even locations of his friends. A lot of information that obviously can be used to track them down and kidnap them. And he does it all in the pretext of he wants to save himself. Now, I don't want to show the rest of the scenes for at least this character because he is doused in gasoline, and let's just say, you know, you can already guess what happens to him. Not the best thing. Now, while this is happening, the kids that were left behind, they go to the police, tell police, hey, there was a kidnap, like it was the clown dude, we need help. The police kind of goes like, okay, we'll get into it, but they don't like do anything. Like, they don't rush out or anything. They just kind of sit there. So the kids get really desperate and they decide to take action on their own hands. Again, big mistake. They separate. There's 4 of them left. They separate into pairs, and one pair has this particular girl who I guess is the pretty one within the group. Granted, these are kids. These are not even like, you know, we're not even hitting like, oh, they're high schoolers, so they're close to being adults. No. These are kids. They're, I think, entering middle school. So at one point, the girl mentions that she's developed a lot faster than all the girls, even though she's like 13 or 12. So these are kids that are being tortured and killed. So yeah, he captures this girl, shows her the body that, or what is actually left of whatever that used to be a body of the friend, and she's throwing up, she's going through all these emotions, and she tries her wild card, I guess, and can't blame her. I mean, I think anyone at her position, even at her age, would try anything to save themselves, and that is, she tries to seduce him. Now, he is disgusted by the scene that she tries to do that as a kid, and she's like, oh, you ruin your purity, and so on and so forth. And the chapter ends with him holding an axe and she basically freaking out. Now, that is the first chapter, and I don't know if the only chapter I'm going to read on this series. It is intense. If you're looking for something this dark, especially today that is Halloween, go check it out. There is 10 chapters, maybe even more. The place that I'm reading it, there's 10 chapters, but there could be more. So yeah, it is very dark tones. Obviously it's not for the weak of heart. I personally, something like this, I would say in early college years for me, I would have read it. Yeah, it's grotesque. Yeah, it's awful, but I would have read it with no issues. Now, as a father of 3 and very soon 4 daughters, yeah, no. I guess I just put myself in the position of the parents, or in the position of just not being able to do anything about it, and it freaks me out as a parent. So yeah, it's harder to read these, to be honest. As an older person, I would have thought me having a callus of have read a lot through the years, I would, maybe eventually get to a point where like, I've seen it all, right? Which I've seen possibly grosser stuff than this, but these are kids. They're kids. That's the worst part about it. So oh well, go check it out, guys. If you're celebrating Halloween, then be careful out there, guys. Thank you for your love and support. If you don't celebrate Halloween, then that's okay. See you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.